Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Part 2. And we start with this lovely new thread that I had to do to get over the fact that someone mashed that in. So that's always nice. The only difference is I had to put an O-ring in there to kind of space it out a bit because the tap didn't want to go back here, but that is on nice and lovely. And then we move to this thing. Now I can't get that off. So as always, the solution to this problem is fire. So that melted something out of that. Okay. There we go. And sometimes what it has to come to, snapping the fucker off. Alright. So that bit snapped off. Of that bit, the fucking thing's still not off. So now we have to get barbaric. There you go. Well, I might have broken my fucking pinion tool for no reason. Good to know. Yay! Well, need to wait for that to dry. So in the meantime, quick shout out to this. So this was supposed to be on there, and the idea is it screws in and it pushes right on the post on there while it traps the pinion in here. Right? Pretty simple. Yeah. So that's booked. And this is the ZCI pinion removal tool. The annoying thing is I probably didn't need to do that bit because I ended up just getting fucking pliers and going like that and it flicked it off. So I may have needlessly broke it. And that's even better. Yay! Basically, if it's not possible to just fix it, then or get a replacement bit maybe, I don't know. Then I'll probably just scavenge it for screws and chuck it in recycle. Perfect. Oh my god, just kidding. Wow, gonna make that bitch fucking smooth. Get in there. Come on. Right, did I clip? No, awesome. There's that. Okay, there's a bit there. I'm gonna do a bit more, get that bit off. Not necessary, but fuck it. But fuck it! Also, this is not an optimal way to do this. This is just the way I do this for now. Is it a perfect job? No. Could I have done far fucking worse? Oh yeah. You know, practice makes better. And that should be fine. Normally, you would also do the same amount of teeth on the piston. However, don't need to. It's just some people just prefer to. Also, I kind of want it to be more easily reversible should this not be ideal. So it's already shooting 350 without recoil, which is 20 FPS more than what it should, so therefore the recoil is stronger. I knocked 2 teeth off, that should knock that down to about 310 without recoil, so it should knock it to about the 300-ish mark and lessen a bit of that recoil. Hopefully, this is why I'm testing, hopefully there will be enough recoil that it's still fun, because that's the point. You don't want to just get rid of the recoil because it's a recoil gun, but this will also improve longevity. I wanted to find out. Fight! Right. 7 for Lion. One. There was a you gotta run it on a 1-1. Single fire, good old semi on 11-1 is fine, but you try and fully auto that, it does not fucking like it. It does not like it one fucking bit. What does it chrono at? 252.5. So pretty consistent shots. That is about 282. So it's shooting like a TM. You know them TM recoils. I'm going to do a bit more fire testing on this, as it currently is, just a 7.4, not an 11.1, because I don't think you should put an 11.1 through these. They don't fucking like it, or at least this mag doesn't like it. Maybe. Mag? Fucking this motor doesn't like it, maybe. Because it's just a standard G&G motor, so, you know, normally it's got some form of high torque in there. That will help, but that has certainly, technically, sped it up a little bit, especially on 7.4. The kick is still there. It's not as hard of a kick, granted, but it's still enough of a recoil. So, I'm going to do more testing and see if this lessens shit coming loose. Right, I'm trying to get this fucking stupid thing off. I think some fuckers redlocked it. So, we use fire. Fucking hell. What the fuck have we done? Wow, that does not fucking move. Fuck you. Torque test, are you ready? G&G. Not bad. The Bolt. Okay. The ZCI. G&G. Easier to pull off. Bolt. Okay. About the same as that to pull off. How many can it pick up? Right. Shift you. Better. Technically did better than the Bolt. Retest. Alright. See? Or ZCI. No contest. Right, so ZCI high torque with the 7.4. And that's why it doesn't need an 11.1. So basically, it needs a high torque. Sure, plenty of people could have told me that, but this is why you test. These are okay motors. You put them in a standard AEG, they're fine. But this got some beef to pull back. Less beef now, but still beef. So that high torque is quite nice. But I know you want to fucking see it. We'll get the 11.1 in the interest of fairness, obviously. 11.1. This is going to be snappier. Ooh. I mean, okay. Sure. You can absolutely pull an 11.1 in this. Not with that G&G motor. No. But so long as, I mean, the 7.4, you saw 7.4 works fine. It is a little bit more aggressive when it pulls it back, so maybe you could look for the middle ground, like a 9-volt or something. But 7.4, it fires fine. If this had some form of MOSFET, glorified fuse system that is going to protect all this shit, then I would be like, yes, use an 11.1. But personally, if you don't need to use it, don't use it. Alright, let's test the Bolt one. Okay, so this is the Bolt high torque. And of course, with 11.1, okay. So, the conclusion here, in terms of people who always say, I just use an 11.1 in mine and it works fine. With that Bolt high torque motor, yeah, okay. It does work far better with that motor, with an 11.1, than it does a 7.4 Lion. Let's try a 7.4 LiPo. Nice big chunky one. That's similar to Lion. So, okay, this is why we test. So I will concede to anyone who says just use an 11.1 and it works far better. Sure. There's some proof, I guess. But if you use a better motor, like a ZCI high torque, you can use a 7.4. So it depends what motor you got in there. If you don't want to buy a motor, I think the ZCI high torques are about 30 quid, 35, 40, whatever. And you're going to buy a battery anyway, okay, get an 11.1. So long as you're not stupid with it, and you're not trying to spam that trigger, because one, blowback, it's not going to let you spam. But so long as you are not an idiot, you could use an 11.1 and it does cycle nicer. Well, ain't that a dilemma? So, I might just leave this to the potential buyer of this gun. If they're wanting to use a 7.4, they're going to need the ZCI high torque in there. If they are going to use 11.1s, or they don't mind using 11.1s, whatever, then they can stick with the Bolt high torque, or standard Bolt high torque. Personally, I'm swaying with just putting a ZCI in there anyway, and then they don't, they have the option of either. Probably what I'm going to do. Otherwise, this is why we test, right? We do a fair experiment on either side. I generally posit that an 11.1, unless the build specifically requires it, is just usually unnecessary. Usually too much. And just slapping an 11.1 in a gun that, doesn't have any MOSFET or anything in like that to kind of stop it from frying everything and, babysitting it, I suppose, then you're kind of asking for trouble. But with this motor, the standard motor, it does work better with an 11.1. ZCI can do either though, so, and doing the test of what can pick up the most fucking shit. Out of those three, the Bolt was the weakest. So yeah,